And we're live.
So we were talking about Tinder and, Bumble and all the various dating sites the other day. And he's like, I matched with this lady the other day. And you know how it is. She had those pictures that were from the shoulder up. And I don't know how many times I'm going to bite that hook and get reeled in, but...
Did you encounter this girl in real life? Yeah.
So I, we go and we meet, and she gets out of her car and she slides into mine, and I look, and Kyle, have you ever seen Hellboy? And I'm like, yeah, I've seen Hellboy. He's like, you know how he's got that one arm that's just enormous? And then, he's a big man all the way around, but the one arm is just cartoonishly big.
Yeah.
He's like, well, this woman had a Hellboy arm. One of her arms was so swollen with fat that it just ballooned down to the wrist. And when the wrist met the arm, it looked like you wrapped a rubber band around it 3 times over, and there was a crease. And the hand was inflated like you'd blown up a rubber glove. And the arm looked like if you poked it with a needle, it would pop.
Was the other arm normal, though?
The other arm was normal, though.
How bizarre.
As normal as a big fat woman's arm can be, that is. But then she had that big Hellboy arm that she just slapped on my center console, and I was trying to stay away from it.
Now, jack me off with the other hand.
He's like, I was like, well, what kind of date had you planned? He's like, well, we were just we never met before, so we were just gonna run some errands.
Dicker.
Trying to deep dicker. Like they were gonna run some errands and then go get some dinner and then go from there. So he was like, well, I was like, hey, I'm gonna go to Home Depot this afternoon. That it's near where you live. You could accompany me there. I'm buying flowers for my garden. We could go back to my house. We could plant some flowers and do a little gardening, and then we'll have some dinner. That was kind of the evening's plan. He's like, Kyle, she got out of my truck, and she could barely walk. She was shuffling. She was shuffling into the Home Depot. And he's like, I took about 5 steps, and I said, you know what? I changed my mind. I don't think I want those flowers after all. Let's just go get something to eat. He's like, so I took her to Arby's. I got her.
You couldn't even take her to a good fast food place?
No, I'm going to go the other direction. Arby's, this is a Golden Corral woman. This is a buffet chick he has here. He didn't recognize what he had.
Sit down if you take her to Golden Corral. She can eat while you drive her back to your car if you take her to Arby's.
I'm just trying. I'm a people pleaser, Kyle.
No, I put the pieces together. It's just like, I would feel so bad. Because she knows the score. She knows what's up.
She knows her way around a Golden Corral all-you-can-eat buffet.
Well,
but
all I know is
she posted the misleading photos that entrapped him in that scenario. So for that reason, I decree that he is blameless.
Well, he got her a big beef and cheddar, took her back to her car, and he called it a day. And Woody has linked a picture here of what Hellboy arm syndrome looks like. That's the medical name for it.
Wait, Woody, what is this called?
It's called Hellboy arm syndrome.
She has lymphedema. I instantly knew what she had when Kyle described the symptom.
Yeah, that's what Boogie had in his leg.
But Boogie was symmetrical with his lymphedema, I think.
Yeah, he had it.
He had it everywhere.
Yes, or at least both legs.
He was eat up with it.
She had.
That's a southern way of saying you got it everywhere.
How does this? Oh, I know. How does this happen to a thin person? I don't get it.
Oh, she was not a thin person.
No, this inflicts mostly fat people. There are some people online that don't look super fat.
This graphic is misleading because that looks like a normal thin.
This is drawn. This is
Hey, do you not watch My 600-Pound Life every day? Is that?
I watch it intermittently, and it's great. I also enjoy the show 1,000-Pound Sisters.
Yes,
because it's actually a conservative estimate of their weight. If they were being accurate, it'd be like the 1,300-pound sisters. And the one that weighs 800 pounds is so jealous of that svelte 551 that it's hilarious, where she's like, and Christy, ever since we were kids, she was always the one getting attention from the boys, and I never liked that. And it's like, that's the one who's so overweight that there is a shelf on her forehead that has come out.
That's the Neanderthal.
It's the Neanderthal forehead, but it's not stiff bone. It's fat. It's like you could press into it and you could write your name in cursive on her forehead and it would stick for a few seconds.
Sometimes people get this who are thin. It can be a side effect of cancer treatment, and it damages their lymphatic system, so they don't drain properly. So I guess some people are unfairly stricken with this, and some get it as a punishment for eating too much.
Yeah, God sends it as a malady for one of the 7 deadly sins, gluttony.
That sounds sciencey.
Yeah, it sounds sciencey. Because I invoked God, right?
Kyle, did your dad have a plan now for if a woman gets out of her car and the shocks like sigh or say hallelujah? Does he just pedal it? Like, don't
He's
turn
a lot
the engine
nicer
off.
than me. I'll burn rubber.
I just remembered I'm gay.
He needs a car with like Dodge trucks. You can get the air suspension. How fucking funny would it be if he pumped it up when she said it? You hear the air compressor kick on.
Come on, climb up in. What, you can't make it? What's the problem?
Get out of here.
I left my stepladder at home.
I like your way more. Mine was as a reaction to her making the suspension sag.
Oh, God. Oh, okay. Beef it up a little bit.
Yeah.